We've been talking about race in the classroom and how to integrate conversations on race using art and tying it back into some social studies teaching and then doing a hands-on project.
I don't have as much knowledge as I thought I did about some of the issues we talked about. And I was unaware of the severity of the lack of information that we're given as children about these topics. So I think just taking that with me after I graduate and informing the next generations about all these topics.
She talks about topics that I think my art education students are going to be really inspired by, and I also think it's really important for these students to have this information.
This is only my 4th time in the state, but kids are coming, what I'm meeting, they're coming from often smaller communities, and they're coming to this university, and they're looking to learn and grow and expand their knowledge. So hopefully I'm able to provide some of that for them. This is one of the first things we learn as a child. We learn how to communicate visually, and we learn how to communicate through song and dance. And then after that, we pick up how to write and communicate other ways. So when you use art as a means of communication, you can tap into things that are very, very powerful.
All right, here we go. So you guys are all going to get your text, and then once you get your text, you're going to interpret that visually any way you want. If you want to have some inspiration, you can see the 4th and 5th graders, their pieces up there, and you can see your colleagues' pieces from yesterday.
So how do I sort of work as an ally? That is it. Like, I am an ally, and it is my responsibility as an educator to talk about complicated things. And we have to talk about this, and we have to face it and discuss it in order to get past the hurdles, get past the fear. And if we don't confront racism and white privilege, if we don't deal with trauma, it just manifests and breeds. And so I've been doing this work for over 20 years. And I find that when I go into communities and you allow people, you provide them with platforms to speak their truth, it's transformative.
I enjoyed hearing about all the different African American artists. I think that is also something that I want to take with me, but I think it was very interesting to kind of realize how much that we don't know about them. Trying to make sure that we're representing everyone. I think that, I always think that that's something that I do, and I kind of found out that it's something that I don't do. And I think taking that away, and that's a really important, interesting thing from today.
I hope the students feel empowered. I hope they recognize that they can do things too, that they have the potential to make change and generate positive outcomes in their own lives and in their own communities. They have a voice, and their voice deserves to be heard and recognized.